A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Slings it downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
To the air, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct.
There's a crease. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Phillips. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On third down, here's Frazier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Dogs will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, is really proven to be a great back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Escape! Hammer! Punch! Roman! Nah!
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And how about a third down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good third down defense, and they get the win on that one.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Here's a give to Robinson. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got a man. It's Sategna. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give out of the gun. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He might want another play. Handoff, Frazier running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass, it's Stockton. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ncaa trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Coming out with it, it's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out. Take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got his man. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Avant. Fights off a defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun. Give on the inside. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality?
Caught, and he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphreys. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Iron! Enter! Hey, enter! Bear!
2nd down, he'll throw it. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pulls it in. Plows through the defense. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Quarterback adapting. On the run, deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a 1st down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Escape! Escape! Hammer! Hammer!
Looking to throw. Under fire. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Georgia using its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Flag! 14! Flag! Warrior! Warrior! Punch! Punch!
Quarterback making adjustments. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little. To the air, it's Stockton. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Georgia! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll throw it. Found the spot in the defense. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Fires left. That's caught. It's Sategna. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to buy time. Took a shot as he threw.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell. Being a passer, he wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. A lead down to just 3, 20-17. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Wolverines coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
5, 29. Rush, rush, rush.
He wants to change this route.
Replace, replace. Eagle, check, eagle.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Blue, 22, blue.
Frazier again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He'll field the punt and look for room. There he goes. Open it up. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Got room at the 35.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. The give from the gun. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown Sooners! That one will give them the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ncaa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the... It's a fumble! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Going with the ground game left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Bulldogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And guys, that one's just on the quarterback. You have to know where the play clock is and get the snap off in time. Here's a give to Frazier. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. They'll run play action. Bringing the heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play four-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
So now it's second and long. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Wide open, he makes the catch. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got some room, it was over.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Humphries. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Bulldogs will have it first and 10. They'll run it. It's Frazier. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Trying play action. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the defense got it. The 50. The 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Let's go. This game was basically over, right?
Wheel of Fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. Change now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Off the play fake on first down. Floating away. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Offense changing the play.
Wilson, hey, Wilson. Opposite.
To throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Big sack. This defense all over him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Looking downfield at Stockton. Got the quick pass. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Just keep slinging it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And what a big 3rd down stop for this defense, and now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge 4th down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia using its final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much?
Makes the grab in their space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And how about that call late in the game? And I love the execution by the offensive line. They run the screen. Like, nobody's thinking screen right now. They do a good job dropping back. Quarterback buys a little bit of time, gets it to his playmaker. He does the rest. How about that play call late in the game, Palmer?
I just love the offensive line and other receivers getting downfield and getting blocks to give them an opportunity to go pick up that 1st down. That's tremendous effort by a lot of guys on offense to win this game and ice it.
And the quarterback takes a knee.
week.